Hi, my name is Brett Sparrow. I am from the Musqueam First Nations, as well as a master's student here at UBC. On behalf of both those communities, we would like to welcome you onto the unceded and traditional territories of the Musqueam First Peoples here on UBC campus. And on behalf of those two communities, we'd also like to congratulate all the inductees to the UBC Hall of Fame for 2020.
Hello, I'm Sarah Barkley, UBC Field Hockey alumna and Director of Development and Alumni Engagement at UBC Athletics and Recreation. I recognize you're all joining us today from many places, near and far, and acknowledge the traditional owners and caretakers of those lands. Normally, we celebrate the UBC Sports Hall of Fame honored members in an induction ceremony, but we're doing things a little bit differently this year. So instead, I'm here on campus at one of my favorite places as a field hockey alumni. In fact, this is where we won the 2006-2007 National Championship. With this new format, we're missing the camaraderie of bringing people together in one place, but it also provides us an opportunity to share with alumni around the globe. Thank you to the UBC Sports Hall of Fame Selection Committee for their ongoing support for this great initiative to highlight and celebrate our amazing Thunderbird alumni. Thank you to all of our supporters who sent in their videos of acknowledgement and celebration. We had some from apartments in Germany to backyards in Vancouver. We appreciate your kind messages. So grab a drink, get comfy, and get ready to celebrate our incredible 2020 UBC Sports Hall of Fame honored members tonight.
Good afternoon, and welcome to this virtual celebration of UBC's Hall of Fame inductees. Usually, I'm proud to host this event at Norman Mackenzie House. Of course, this year I'm not able to because of COVID-19 restrictions, but I am just as happy to be able to celebrate our inductees with you virtually. I am proud of the achievements of our Thunderbird athletes and their long history of excellence. I'm particularly inspired by this year's class of Hall of Fame inductees. I'm inspired by the builders, Gerald McGavin and Al Morrow, who have built foundations at UBC as well as in, respectively, business and international sport. I'm inspired by team inductees, the members of the 1975-76 men's volleyball team, who are not only dominant on the court, but have continued to succeed, participating at the Olympic and Paralympic Games, and at giving back to our current Thunderbird programs. I'm inspired by the athletes who've accomplished the seemingly impossible. Annamay Pierce, Aldershaw, who broke world records as a student athlete, and Ralph Henderson, who survived a World War II prisoner of war camp and then returned to the Point Grey campus to study and to compete. Thank you all for representing the blue and gold so proudly. Now I'm pleased to pass the mic over to Kathy Tour, our new Managing Director of Athletics and Recreation, who I must commend on taking on this new role during such a challenging time. Best wishes, everyone. Go Thunderbirds.
I'm absolutely thrilled and honored to address our upcoming 2020 Hall of Fame class. We've got some fantastic individuals and teams being enshrined into this Hall of Fame. Ralph Hunk Henderson, Gerald McGavin, Annamay Pierce Aldershaw, Al Morrow, and the 1975-76 UBC men's volleyball team. For all members who've been enshrined in this fantastic UBC Sports Hall of Fame, you built the foundation for our current student athletes to be inspired, to be connected to all the great accomplishments and the legacy you've left behind. We take so much pride in our tradition, and we're all working hard every day, challenging each other and innovating to build upon the foundation and keep up the legacy of excellence that all of you have achieved throughout Thunderbird's history. Our current student athletes appreciate the support and generosity of so many of our honored Hall of Fame members and alumni. Your continued support and giving back is one of the motivating factors for student athletes and programs trying to reach lofty standards and expectations through many generations of blue and gold. Go Thunderbirds.
Ralph Hunk Henderson, athlete. Ralph Hunk Henderson's story spans 4 decades and leaves an important legacy. His career began at UBC in 1933 when he played on both the Thunderbird basketball team and the UBC junior varsity football team. Henderson's two-way play led UBC basketball to the league championship and ultimately the Canadian title after defeating the 1936 Olympic silver medalists Windsor Fords. Henderson left UBC to become the first athlete to play pro football in 1939 with the Edmonton Eskimos. Following the season with the Eskimos, Henderson, at age 26, joined the RCAF, serving in World War II for 5 years, where he was held in an airman's prison camp in Nazi Germany for almost 2 of those years. When Henderson returned from the POW camp, he also returned to UBC and the Thunderbird basketball team. This 1945-46 team proved to be one of the greats. Henderson, along with teammates such as Sandy Robertson, Reg Clarkson, and Pat McGeer, competed in the U.S. Pacific Northwest Conference and became the first Canadian team to win an American Intercollegiate Conference. After graduating from UBC with a degree in commerce in 1946, Henderson was visible on the local football landscape as he is considered one of the founding fathers of the BC Lions. After 1 year as vice president of the Lions, he was promoted to the team's president for the next 2 years. Though Ralph passed away in 2003 at the age of 89, his legacy has been acknowledged by many institutions in this province, including the BC Sports Hall of Fame, as well as the BC Basketball and Football Hall of Fame.
Hi there. UBC has a long storied history of remarkable athletes who continued throughout their lives to make remarkable contributions to the Canadian community. Ralph Hunk Henderson and his achievements provide a wonderful illustration. As with many athletes, his talents and skills translated into remarkable success and satisfaction in the community after UBC. I had the satisfaction of playing for the UBC Thunderbird football team a long time ago and have reveled in their successes ever since. I'm confident about the value of recognizing remarkable men like Ralph. Their stories are rich and inspirational and let us know what we can expect in the future.
Hi there, I'm Greg Henderson, son of Hunk. I'm here to thank the UBC Sports Hall of Fame for honoring my father once again. He had almost an unbelievable career, like a movie script. He left UBC in his prime to fight in World War II, was shot down, spent a couple of years in a German POW camp, and then returned here to have a successful career in football and basketball. Amazing. I've always admired him. He was most recently honored by the BC Sports Hall of Fame for his athletic career and also as a builder of sport in BC. Ralph died on his 90th birthday in 2003. He had a great life, and I'm very lucky to have had such a man as my father. And thank you again for recognizing his greatness. Cheers.
Al Morrow, builder. Al Morrow began his illustrious coaching career while at UBC as a student in physical education. During the early 1970s, Morrow rowed for UBC and represented Canada in the eights at the 1976 Olympics. Still as a student, Al coached the UBC VRC Thunderbird men's rowing crews, which he coached until he graduated in 1979. He guided his varsity crew to victory at both the 1976 Western U.S. Intercollegiate Championship and the 1978 Canadian Championships. Morrow's first year as men's rowing coach proved to be significant in that he, along with fellow coach Glenn Battersby, established for the first time a women's rowing program at UBC, launching it in November 1976. For 5 decades, Morrow either rowed for or coached Canada's national team to 18 medals at World Championships. In addition, to 4 gold, 1 silver, and 8 bronze in Olympic competition. Within his accomplished body of work, he is best known as head coach of Canada's women's rowing teams for 5 consecutive Olympic Games from 1992 to 2008. He has several times been awarded the Whitnauer Long Irons Coaching Excellence Award, the Jeff Goen Coaching Award, and was named the 1999 World Rowing Federation Coach of the Year. Morrow's UBC and BC rowing experiences set the stage for one of Canada's most impressive coaching resumes, and the annual UBC UVic Brown Cup and Gorge Regatta he created continue to support student athletes in BC today.
My name is Warren Beach, and I started rowing in the 1980s under Al's leadership. I'm thrilled to be able to speak today and say a few words about Al, and most importantly, to congratulate him on being inducted into the UBC Sports Hall of Fame. I had the good fortune of having a lot of great coaches over the years, but Al stands out as far and away the best coach I ever had. His energy, skill, dedication, but most importantly, the genuine care he had for his rowers stood out for me. People wanted to work hard, train hard, and win for Al. Al's national level accomplishments speak for themselves. He's one of the most decorated national team coaches in Canada, but I wanted to highlight something else. I wanted to speak for all the rank and file university level rowers that had the great fortune to be mentored and pushed by Al over the years. We are all better people as a result of that experience. I'm 54 years old now, and there isn't a day that goes by that I'm not thankful for the experience of rowing at the varsity level at university. That time greatly enriched my university experience. It inspired me to be an active UBC alumni and taught me so many important life skills that have been an asset to me in both my personal and professional life. Al was the best coach I ever had, but when I reflect upon his contributions over the years, I think it goes well beyond coaching. For me, and for hundreds, perhaps thousands of others that came before and after me, you taught us character, humility, perseverance, the power of teamwork, and how to learn from both success and failure. You helped us become better people, and for that I know I speak for that big and diverse group in saying thank you. Congratulations, Al. This is an incredibly well-deserved honor, and I'm so happy for you.
Congratulations to Al Morrow for his induction into the UBC Sports Hall of Fame. I'm well aware of the success he had as a coach for the Canadian rowing team, and I was lucky enough to have him coach me for 7 years. I think the world of Al. He had a huge impact on me personally and on all of Canadian rowing at the international level. He is considered one of the best top rowing coaches in the world. And to know he got his start here at UBC Rowing makes me very proud.
Hello everybody. It is indeed an honor to be nominated into the 2020 UBC Sports Hall of Fame. Initially, I'd like to thank the nominators, UBC Athletics and Recreational Services, and of course congratulate the other nominees. UBC kickstarted a coaching career that spanned 42 years, and I am indebted to Robert Osborne, the then director of the School of Physical Education, and administrators in the athletic department, Buzz Moore and Buzz Phillips. Their unique, old-style, classy leadership helped me a lot as I formed my own leadership style. In 1973, I transferred from University of Western Ontario into physical education and actually had an opportunity to row in the UBC men's varsity team. This was amazing, and it was great to experience this after the amazing legacies of the 50s and 60s crews at UBC. I was also very fortunate to be coached by a great coach, Alan Rofe. In 1976, when I retired from my involvement as an athlete with the national team program, I offered my services to athletics to coach. And surprisingly, I was invited to be the head coach of the men's team with limited experience. Rod Bell-Irving, the then successful head coach, had to retire and left behind 20 very skilled, talented athletes. that I believe at the time were probably incredibly patient as I learned on the fly. My assistant coach at the time was Mike Conway, and he did an amazing job. And the other person I'd like to recognize is Glenn Battersby, a close friend of mine, who I helped in a small way as he formed the first ever UBC women's team in the fall of 1976. Once again, thank you very much, and it is indeed an honor, and I hope that the present and past rowers all are honored by this also, because part of their team, and it's really great to know that the program is presently in great hands with Mike Pierce and Craig Pond. Thank you.
Annamay Pierce Aldershaw, athlete, swimming. Annamay burst on the UBC scene in 2006 and was a member of the Decade of Dominance team, an era that saw UBC win 10 consecutive men's and women's national championships in swimming. In 2007, Annamay won silver in the women's 200-meter breaststroke at the 2007 Pan Am Games in Brazil, breaking a Canadian record. She would go on to be named top female swimmer at the 2007-08 Canadian Inter-University National Championships, where she broke 3 CIS records in the 50-meter, 100-meter, and 200-meter breaststroke categories. In 2009, at the Canadian National Championships, she broke the world record in the 200-meter short course breaststroke, posting a time of 2:17.50. Annamay would go on to win the CIS Female Athlete of the Year in the same year. Annamay set another world record in the 200-meter long course breaststroke at the 2009 World Aquatics Championships in Rome, posting a time of 2:21.2 in the semi-finals, ultimately taking a silver medal in the finals. Annamay graduated from UBC in 2011, leaving a tremendous legacy in her wake. Annamay's coach Derek Shoup spoke highly of her, stating, "Annamay's continued success is a testament to her passion, commitment, and dedication to the sport. She has proven to herself and the world that she is truly a world-class athlete." Annamay is now a teacher in Ontario and recently served as Team Canada's chef de mission for the 2020 Youth Olympic Games.
Hi, my name is Laura Thompson, and I'm the current co-chair of the Thunderbird Alumni Swim Society, and I swam with Annamay from 2009 to 2012 when she was training at the National Swim Center. Annamay's dominance in the swim community truly left a ripple effect of athletes, age group athletes, wanting to come and train at UBC, and more specifically train with this world-class breaststroke group that she was a part of. When Annamay set her world record at 2009 National Championships in Toronto, I was one of those age group grade 12 athletes on the side of the pool deck, watching as she was a dominant force within the race, and decided in that moment that I was going to come to UBC and try and be amongst the best, train with the best, and try and be just like Annamay. Now, the best part of this is that in my grade 12 year, I even had her poster up in my bedroom at home. She doesn't know that one, so cat's out of the bag, I guess. But you're truly an inspiration, Annamay. Your accomplishments, they're nothing short of inspiring, and UBC's subsequent successes in the pool can certainly be attributed to your success. So you've left a legacy on the T-Birds, and thanks so much for inspiring me and so many others.
Annamay, congratulations on such a well-deserved honor being inducted into the UBC Sports Hall of Fame. I want to share with you 2 memories about you specifically that I have, and the first is coming onto campus and how proud I felt seeing the giant banner there with your name, your world record time, and it there for all to display what UBC has to offer and your record-setting achievement in the pool. The second I want to share with you is how much you gave back, and you may not realize this, but it meant so much to me as a parent of 3 kids in the water, 3 kids in age group swimming, and how you came to their club, spent time with them, world record holder, and inspired them to go on and do more. And if I recall, you actually even took a group of them shopping one morning where you weren't swimming. And so that kind of selfless giving back when you're in a full regimen and competing is just such a reflection of the type of person you are. So congratulations on an honor well deserved.
Why, hello there. It's Annamay Pierce Aldershaw here. You may recognize me as the 30-foot swimmer on the side of War Memorial Gym, but tonight I am honored to be recognized for my achievements as a UBC Thunderbird. It is a real honor to be here virtually. Thank you, COVID. But there's a lot of people I want to thank, and I'm going to start with my family. You know, my mom and dad, especially for always supporting my dreams and anything I wanted to do. My coach, Joseph Nagy, without you, I wouldn't have been the person I am today and the athlete I was when I was swimming. My training partners, my sister Hannah, Haley Johnson, and Martha McCabe, you three ladies were the most incredible training partners anyone could have ever asked for. You pushed me, you supported me, and you were just all around incredible to be on a team with. I want to thank the people who held me together. First of all, Ronaldo May Pierce, also known as Ron Madison, in the Gerald McGavin Sports Physio Clinic. Ron, you kept me together, you kept me competing, and that was amazing. Jay Legio as well, physio, thank you so much. Eugene Liang, my strength trainer, and just all around awesome guy. Janice Hannon, one of the most incredible people who works with our UBC Dolphins and the UBC T-Birds. Of course, I want to thank UBC Athletics. I want to thank UBC Dolphins, Tom Johnson, and obviously thank you UBC Thunderbirds for an incredible experience, for an incredible career. Thanks very much.
Gerald McGavin, builder. Gerald McGavin has been a leader in the community throughout BC for almost 5 decades. He has been recognized on numerous occasions for his outstanding commitment to his community, including becoming a member of the Order of BC, member of the Order of Canada, and the Queen's Golden Jubilee Medal, among many other accolades. Gerald showed early signs of excellence as a student athlete at UBC. Not only did he manage his studies in commerce while being a valued member of the Thunderbird rugby team, Gerald was selected to represent the senior men's provincial team. As a player representing Canada, Gerald had the opportunity to square off against the best teams in the world, including the Barbarians, the British Lions, and New Zealand universities. Since his playing days, Gerald has remained a very active member of the Vancouver business community, serving on numerous boards, including chairing the BC Sports Hall of Fame, serving on the UBC Alumni Association Board, and chairing the Alumni Fund. In 1995, the Gerald McGavin Building was opened in recognition of his 20-plus years as a trustee and chair of the Discovery Foundation, which created the cutting-edge Discovery Park project. During his tenure, the project created technology and knowledge transfer facilities on the campuses of not only UBC, but also BCIT, SFU, and UVic. More recently, the Gerald McGavin UBC Rugby Center opened in 2013, owing in large part to Gerald's leadership, planning, and fundraising. The pavilion has created a home for UBC Rugby on campus and has brought together the men's and women's programs to continue the alumni legacy for student athletes. Gerald is a stalwart supporter of UBC Rugby and has remained committed to the Thunderbirds and the university as a builder.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you might be in this virtual world. I'm Mel Reeves, and I am very proud to provide brief introductory comments to Gerald McGavin's induction into the UBC Sports Hall of Fame. Rugby at UBC provided Gerald with an opportunity to develop the tactical skills and leadership to get the proverbial ball over the line. Rugby at UBC gave Gerald the strength of character that we are recognizing today. Gerald has never forgotten this, and his accomplishments are well known and renowned. It takes a great person to not only give back, but also to provide leadership when others shy away or choose not to be the catalyst for change and growth. Not Gerald. This is the strongest personal reflection I have in knowing and watching Gerald over the years. When Gerald believed in something, he never stopped until the task was complete and the ball was over the line. Once Gerald is committed to a project, he carefully selects his teammates and leads by his unrelenting personal commitment to the success of the task at hand. It is people like Gerald that gives UBC, UBC Athletics, and UBC Rugby the opportunity to be world-renowned. We would not be where we're at today without Gerald McGavin. When Gerald gets involved, things get done. The UBC team has scored again and again under Gerald's leadership in getting the proverbial ball always over the line. Gerald, congratulations from all of us on your much-deserved induction into the UBC Sports Hall of Fame. A very proud moment.
Hi, Mr. McGavin. Hope you and your family are well during this time. My name is Shoshana Seymanatafa, and I'm a part of the women's rugby team at UBC. On behalf of the team, we just want to congratulate you on your induction into the UBC Hall of Fame. For the women's rugby team especially, we're just really thankful for all the support you've given us, especially having the access to the McGavin Pavilion and superb fields has really helped our program improve and become successful over the past couple of years. And for me personally, I just want to thank you for your support as I played in the 7s and 15s at national level. You know, something I've come to love about rugby is the family and community that you create through the sport, and having alumni and even fellow players support you really means a lot. So just on behalf of your UBC community here, we want to thank you so much and congratulate you.
Hello to you all. First, I want to congratulate the other inductees, all of whom are more deserving of this honor than me. I don't know how good you are today, but you were all great in your earlier days. Secondly, I want to thank Mel Reeves and the members of the selection committee who supported my nomination. You would have had many excellent choices, and I'm honored that you found me worthy enough to be here. Nothing worthwhile is accomplished by the effort of a single person. I was always involved in teams with great supporting players, and I thank them. Finally, I want all of you to know that my wife Shan has more than supported every worthwhile activity I have ever undertaken, and without that wonderful support, I certainly would not be here. And thank you all for participating in this induction process.
(1975-1976) UBC men's volleyball team. The nucleus of this powerful 1975-76 team was first formed in 1971-72 with then head coach Dale Oman and student athletes Charlie Mueller, Merv Mosier, and Tim Frick. In 1972-73, Keith Gallicano and Ian Gregory were key additions to the team, and the following season, Wolfgang Neufeld, Ollie Koronen, and Jamie Campbell joined as well. Finally, in 1974-75, Gary Warner, Tom Jones, Dwayne Horechka, and Walter Jansen were added under coach Ray Lepp. This group of athletes collected one of the 4 national titles in program history and 3 of the 5 Canada West Conference titles, 1974, 1976, and 1977. During the 1975-76 season, the team was dominant both against Canadian and American opponents. In Canada West, they went undefeated with an 8-0 match record and 24-0 set record, losing only 1 match and 5 sets overall in tournament play. One particular highlight was when the team defeated the number 2 NCAA-ranked University of Southern California in a thrilling 5-set exhibition match at UBC. Beyond their impressive playing careers at UBC, the majority of their team have remained very active with the current UBC men's volleyball team and played a key role in maintaining the men's volleyball program during the UBC Sports Review in 2013. Their involvement and support helped reignite the program, and in 2018, T-Birds men's volleyball celebrated its first national title in 35 years.
Hey guys, Claire Hanna here, proud UBC Thunderbird and Volleyball Canada alumna, reporting to you from my backyard here in Regina. And I just want to say a sincere congratulations to the 1976 team. Over the years, you guys have just been such a fixture globally here in Canada, whether it's you guys as players, coaches, officials, supporters. I know some of you guys went on to even compete for Canada at the Olympics and Paralympics. I also want to give a shout out to your coach, Lauren Sawula, who really has been a fixture and really elevated volleyball in Canada. I know that when he was your coach at UBC, he then went on to become the technical director for Volleyball Canada, writing some of the very first manuals, technical manuals that is, really bringing sports sciences in volleyball education to the nation. So just on behalf of myself, I know you guys have inspired so many Thunderbirds on campus at UBC across the nation, but also, like I mentioned, at War Memorial, people like myself and my fellow T-Bird Libero teammate from the men's team, Blair Band. So a big congratulations, and I'm going to send things over to Germany from Blair.
Hello 1975-76 UBC men's volleyball team. My name is Blair Band, a former UBC Thunderbird myself, currently playing professionally in Germany and an active member of the Canadian men's national team. I just wanted to send a huge congratulations for the induction into the UBC Hall of Fame. Obviously, during your time as Thunderbirds, a long list of accomplishments from national championships to Canada West championships, basically pure domination during your time as players, and still very actively involved, most of you, in the Thunderbirds community and program. I look forward to meeting you guys in person. Some of our paths have already crossed, but I hope one day soon we can get together and truly celebrate this induction with a nice cold drink and talk about the good old UBC times. Wish you all the best, stay safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to meeting you guys in person. Take care.
I would like to thank the honorable members and their committee for selecting the UBC men's volleyball team from 1975 to 76 and entrance into the Hall of Fame. Quite an honor. It brings back a lot of memories. It's a group of guys that had a tremendous fighting spirit, which I had to learn how to control because it was the first team that I thought I coached that had more experience than any team I came to even later. They'd all been playing volleyball for 3-4 years. Many were graduating at the end of this year. My job, I thought, was to bring some semblance of order and discipline to this group. I mean, the whole year was a trial in going forward, and the fact that we went through undefeated is also quite a spectacular result based on what we had gone through. This group of players is very important. What happened, maybe that led as far as things were concerned, we started talking again as this award was known to us, and we decided to start a UBC endowment fund for the men's team. And to date, they've raised over $60,000. And one of the people that we think is really important for this and going forward with this award for UBC men's volleyball team is Walter Jansen. Walter just passed away from different types of cancer just less than a month ago, it was very touching when most of the players were in touch with him before this all happened, and many went over to him in his last 2 or 3 weeks of his life to pay their respects, and so did the president of the University of British Columbia, did a nice tribute to Walter and what had gone on. This is just an example of the sort of the potential and what came out of this kind of group as they all graduated. And that's one of the things I'm the proudest of, is all my players graduated and went on to be something that was led a very special life. And in the last 6 months or so here, they've all come back together, and we found a few people that were missing from our group. And it's interesting just to find out what they've done and how they've gone on to live their lives. So on behalf of all the players and my managers, the people that helped us become what we were, I'd like to thank everybody at the UBC Hall of Fame for this wonderful award. Thank you very much.